Hey guys, welcome to the Creative Arena. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this card collage effect on scrollTrigger, all Elementor without the use of any additional plugin. So at the end of this tutorial, we're going to create something that looks like so. And then when we start scrolling, we can see our cards coming in one after the other and taking different position. So you can see this is facing the left, this the right, and different position as you can see. And you continue scrolling, more cards keep coming and stacking on each other, creating that collage effect as you can see. Now you have total control on how you want your cards to look up, how you want to place your card on your hero section like so. And this feature is highly responsive on all devices, and we can check that out on our tablet to see how it works on tablet. Okay, so now when you start scrolling on tablet, you can see your card coming in one after the other and taking different positions on your screen, as you can see, and then stacking on each other. And when you scroll back up, it just falls off like so. Okay, and we can check it out on mobile as well. And you can place your cards however you want on various screens easily. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So when you scroll, you can see the cards just keep coming in and stacking on each other in different position. And you're done and you continue scrolling. And when you go back up, it falls off one after the other. So without further delay, let's dive in and get started. In our Elementor editing screen, as you can see, I've taken the time out to create this basic hero structure here with a scroll section container, an empty container at the bottom. So now, nothing really fancy here, just this container here, the parent container, housing it. I just set the minimal height here to 100 VH. Item direction set to column vertical, justify content to the center, and align item to the center. And then for this, the heading text, just pretty basic. Okay. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to rename this container here for reference purposes. I'm going to call it a hero wrapper. Okay, so within this hero wrapper, I'm going to come over to our element and add a container. Now for this container, I'm going to set the content width to full width. And for the width, I'm going to change the uniform percentage to pixel and give it a value of 250 pixel and a minimal height value of 300 pixel. Okay, then I'm going to come over here. Item direction, I'm going to set it to column vertical. Now for the gaps, I'm just going to unlink this. Now for the column, I set it to 10 pixel. And then for the row, I'm going to set it to 15 pixel. Okay, then I go to the style option. Background type, I set it to classic and give it the background color of white. I come down here to have the border, give it the border radius of 20 pixel or round. And for the box shadow, I'm just going to come over here. For the blur, I'm going to set it to 7. And then for the spread, I'm going to set it to 4. Then I'm going to come over to the color and reduce the opacity. So we now have a basic card structure like so. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'll go to the advanced settings. And for the padding, I'm going to give it a padding of 10 pixel all round. Okay. Then I come over to our elements area and select the image widget. Now I'll go to my media library and select an image that I'll be using. So I'll just scroll down and I'm going to select this image here. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here to our style option. And for the width, I'm going to set it to 100%. And for the minimal height, I'm going to set it to 230 pixel. For the object fit, I'm going to set it to cover. Okay, then I'll come down here to have the border radius and give it the border radius of 20 pixel all around. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'll just come back to our element area and select the heading widget. Now for the text, I'm just going to change the text to Jane Doe. And then I'll go to the style option, alignment, I set it to the center. For the typography, I'm going to leave the font family as is. And then for the size, I'm going to change the uniform pixel to REM and give it the value of 1.4 REM. And then for the weight, I'm going to set the weight to 600 semi-bold. And then for the color, I'm going to set the color to black. Okay, so we just have this basic card structure here. So you can design your cards however you want, tweak it and do whatever you want depending on the project you're working on. But this is just a basic card structure that we'll be working with. Okay, so the next thing we can do here is to make this card responsive, and then we can come over to various screen. For the tablet screen, we can just come over here, and then for the card, we go to the layout and then come over to where we'll have the width, and we're going to set the width to the card width. We're going to set it to 200 pixel. Okay, and then we're going to come over here for the minimal height. We're going to set the minimal height value to 250. Okay, so now for the image, we're going to come over to the image, and then for the image height, I'm just going to set it to 180. Okay, pixel. All right, so this looks good already on our tablet, and then we're going to head over to the mobile. Now for the mobile, first off, I'll come over to the container. Let's rename this container for reference purposes. Let's call it our card container. Okay, so for this card container here, I'm going to set the width to 180 pixel, and then for the minimal height, I'm just going to set it to 220 pixel. Okay, and then for the text, I'm going to come over here, set the typography, set the value to 1 rem. Okay, so we now have something that looks like this for our mobile, which is pretty basic and looks great. Okay, so now we're done making our card responsive, so we're just going to go back here to our desktop screen. So the next thing I'm going to do here is on this card here, I'm going to go to the advanced settings, and then I'm going to come over here to where we have the CSS class. Now I'm going to head over to my code editor, and we have written down certain code. So I'm just going to copy this first CSS class here. Okay, and then I'm going to go back here and I'll paste it here for the card. And then I'm going to come over to the hero wrapper, come over to the advanced settings, and come down to where we have the CSS class. And then I'm going to copy the CSS class here, the TC card, scroll card wrapper. Okay, and I'm going to come back here and I'm going to paste it here. Now we've successfully pasted our various CSS class. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate this card here. But before I do that, I'm going to come over here to the card settings, come down to where we'll have the position, and I'm going to set the position to absolute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come over to the horizontal orientation offset. I'm going to change the uniform pixel to percentage, and then for the vertical orientation offset, I'm also going to change the uniform pixel to percentage. Okay, so now that I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to set the horizontal orientation offset to 40%, and then for the vertical orientation offset, I'm going to leave it at empty. Okay, then I'll come over here to where we'll have the transform. Now I'll come down to where we'll have the rotate, and then I'm going to rotate this to 10 degree. Okay, so we'll now have something like so. So the next thing I'm going to do is on this card, I'm just going to duplicate this card here. And then for this second card that I've gotten here, I'm going to go to the advanced settings and then come over here to where we'll have the positioning. Now for the horizontal orientation offset, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set it to 5%. And then for the vertical orientation, I'm going to set it to 5% as well. Okay, then I'll come over here to where we'll have the transform. Now I'm still going to leave it at 10 degree, but it depends on how you want to arrange your various cards. You can set it to whatever degree you want, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to stick with this 10 degrees. So what I'm doing is I'll be setting it at negative 10 degree and 10 degree. Okay, so now we've done that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate this card here again. Okay, so while I duplicate the card and position it on various screens, I'm just going to do that real quick to avoid making this video really long. Okay, all right, so I've been able to add multiple cards and also change the various images and the titles, as you can see. So now you can see now that there is no particular order in which the cards have been arranged. However, you can make yours look organized or however you want, depending on the project you're working on. The thing there is that you just need to come over here in order to be able to position the various cards on various parts of your container is just come over to this card here, come down here to where we are under the positioning. For the horizontal, you can just drag this way, or you can, for the vertical orientation, you can drag it as you want. Okay, so that's how I was able to use to position the various cards. And if you want to do it, add multiple cards, you just need to come over here, duplicate the card. You need to use these controls here to position it on your screen. Okay, so now that we are done, the next thing I'm going to do here is we're just going to toggle this here, so we have an organized structure like so. Okay, so now I'll come over here to our hero wrapper container. I'm just going to select it and then come to the add element. Then I'm going to search for the HTML widget. Okay, and I'm going to select it. Now the HTML widget, you can see it's at the bottom of this hero wrapper container. Okay, so now make sure your HTML widget is at the bottom of this card. It should not be above this card here, or else the effect will not work. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'll just come over to my code editor. This is the code here, the JavaScript GSAP code we're using. Okay, and we're also using Linux for smooth scrolling. So I'm just going to copy this out. Not to worry about this code. It's going to be made available in the comment section of this video for you to use on your project for free. So I'm going to head back and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so now as you can see, it has taken effect. However, the scrolling trigger is not working here. So I'm just going to publish this and then click on preview to see what we have done. Okay, so now when we start scrolling down, we're going to see our cards just keep popping up in different position, and we now have this wonderful collage effect on our screen. And we'll scroll down, we'll go over, you can come down, you see them, they start falling off one after the other, and you scroll down, you now have this wonderful effect. Okay, so that's pretty much it about this tutorial, and we can view this on our live website to see what it looks like. So on our live website, as you can see, now we'll start scrolling, you can see our cards just pops up and stacks on each other, creating that collage from effect. As you can see, when you scroll down, goes over, and this is also responsive on all devices, and you can make yours responsive on all devices. All you just need to do is, we've already made the cards to be responsive on all devices. All you just need to do is to go over to the various screens and adjust the positioning to suit whatever position you want. And if you have too many cards that will stack on each other and pile up and make the collage not look great, you can hide some of the cards on various screens depending on however you want to make use of it. The idea is that you now know how to create this collage effect with cards on scroll easily. So that's pretty much it about this tutorial, and we've come to the end of this tutorial. If you've learned something new from this tutorial, remember to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so we get notified first when next I drop a new video. But until then, see you on our next video. Bye bye.